has, but it's like, you know, where that guy is like giving illicit drugs. That's what he's doing. Loqueris.
He's a pusher.
That's where it's coming. He's gonna push him out of this tournament.
All right, we got a split panel. I got nothing on these notes, so I'm glad this is over. We got a peanut gallery that is just itching to commentate this BO1. Kyle and Cap, take it away.
Well, thank you, Tsunami. That's right. We are itching to get into this game because it's a hype game. Best of one tiebreaker between IG and Team Nigma. And it's not very often we get to have these best of ones. It's pretty much just tiebreakers and the first part of the elimination of TI. So it's a special occasion for sure.
Very much so. I mean, this is, you know, wild card eliminating 4 out of 2 teams. Did not think we'd have to go all the way, burn the midnight oil. One game, Team Nigma, they go back to ye old faithful, the miracle mid-invoker. Not going to come in on the Luna. They need to beat the reigning major champions to move on. Not for a win, not for a title, not even for any money, Cap, just to start playing again tomorrow.
Yep, it is definitely. I mean, if they can do it, if they can bring down IG, I feel like even with a little less sleep, you know, and things like that, they're going to go, what is this move from Nigma? They've wrapped all the way around behind the tier 1 tower. You can't retreat. Nigma has cut off the retreat, but maybe this is a fight they can't actually win because after all, it's underneath the tower. GH is on his way out with a battle hunger, taking out on him, but Kaka says, hello, goodbye. First blood, thank you very much.
I can't believe they even had a goddamn ward, Cap. Somehow they got a ward in the vicinity. So they actually see them as they go for the backstab on the tower. iLTW, skill beam. Not ideal in this scenario. I imagine he would want to be playing with Aura in the laning phase, but alas, Kuro gets the
double stun for Kuro. They've already given up first blood after a while, so, you know.
Oh, no.
Yeah, Nemo's on the other side. I think Kuro's like, did I get away? No, you didn't.
Thing to note, though, this is an emo Morphling, so as Slacks went on and on and on about, man is incredible on the hero. But Fly now playing a safe lane Death Prophet. Don't see this very often. The last person I saw doing this was back when Eternal Envy, it was like 6 teams ago and 4 role changes ago. So it's been quite some time, almost like 9 months since it was truly meta. And ultimately, it is great for the matchup, but I'm not sure how it'll fare from the safe lane. You won't get as many levels as you would typically mid.
Shadow Shaman. One of the few heroes that can kind of trade hits with this Elder Titan. GH is already running low on regen because that early clash, so I'm actually not sure what he's going to do here with only a Tango to work with. He actually gets a healing sound from the courier. He's going to run it back at Kaka here.
Oh,
gets a bunch of creeps. He's going to need some help here. Kaka may actually just die. The Axe needs to come over and help him out, but he's separated by the trees. He's not going to get there in time. GH reads it perfectly and finds an opportunity to even out the kill score just a little bit.
This is an incredible laning combination, Cap. Luna, Elder Titan in the safe lane. I don't actually know how you can stand against it. Even with Kaka getting the first blood, that's now all equalized due to his death. Luna, Panel said it best, it's very hit or miss. This hero seems like it either dominates, you're like, wow, this can be picked all the time.
Yeah.
Crushes through ancient stacks, but you hit a point, especially against the Morphling. Third item maybe, Scotty? Something you can't go toe-to-toe.
Yeah.
You're not actually ever supposed to just stand still and right-click the carry. It doesn't work.
Nope. Tried to go for the double stun. Instead, they're going to lead into a combo stun onto Super here. He did pick up the early stick. I've noticed that about IG. Just watching some of their players in pubs, I think they almost always start, every single one of them, with an early stick.
Yeah.
Just right away in their starting item build, so.
Keep on, we still have a whole tournament to play once this game concludes. And I think one thing we'll see as the meta adapts is Lion, definitely stock rising, but also Abaddon. IG leaning on the hero. We talk a lot about the importance of stuns. Well, Abaddon, you know, it's -1 stun. Every 6 seconds, you remove it from a key carry. That allows them to potentially pop BKB or even just re-engage. Makes it a lot harder to play heroes like Lion that are reliant on stun chains to find 100 to 0 kills. It just doesn't work, and the 5 position is an easy save.
GH gets rid of that battle hunger real quick and starts battling up against JT. JT hoping for spins, and he gets one and manages to get the kill on GH as a result, right as he dies to iLTW.
Bottom tower is under
Top lane.
attack.
A little bit of mana drain onto Fly, but not really much you can do up here.
Yeah, this is not a lane that, like, Lion Mars, that's a good lane that usually kills, has kill opportunity against a lot of heroes, but Death Prophet Abaddon sounds like one of the toughest nuts to crack.
Indeed, and keep in mind, Nigma, they had that entire series to watch and wait. Now knowing they'd go up against IG, I think it's notable. They actually opened up with the same 1-2 punch that actually helped them take down Team Secret in the one game they took in that series. So all the time they were, all the prep, they said, you know what, let's stick with what works. The Lion and the Mars. Again, Luna last pick, not sure if that was written down. They did have significant amounts of notes, but Miracle Invoker. Like, you want to go to a major, this is the player-hero combination. Well, they're at the major. You get where I'm going.
Yeah. I mean, this is your, in a way, wild card is basically your second chance to get in, right? That's how it was viewed for TI. Kaka in some trouble here. Is going to hex up GH. It's got to get away. JT going to draw the aggro here on GH and hoping for a spin to be able to kill him. Doesn't quite get it. iLTW finishes off Kaka. Take a little bit of damage from JT on the way out, but GH gets the deny of the neutral creep. Good call.
Really well played. On point so far. Now iLTW off to a great start, not laning maybe as well as he would hope. First he was looking for a spear there, didn't have the angle. Like the build from Fly, the early wand, he's just going for full sustain. Lion Mars, not really a attrition style of lane, they want to get kills, but it just doesn't work against the DP with built-in stick, and then the drains.
Yeah, no, especially on a strength hero. Death Prophet is going to be able to leech a lot of life away from him. What did you think of the safe lane Death Prophet idea by them? I mean, it seems very focused on both the laning phase and the early tower taking.
It is different, but I like it.
Yeah.
The silence is really good against the support duo of Team Nigma. They already have an Abaddon, so you'd favor, you know, the panel mentioned Leshrac. Slack's very prescient with his pick, but with banned out. DP is kind of that next best hero.
Sure.
Something like a Pugna, more of a evasive and avoiding damage. You don't want one of those. You want a damage soak that also provides tower pressure. The bonus utility of a silence is great, and you combine with the Rasta, you have some catch. It's all about buying space. Your real carry is this guy right here on the Morphling.
Yeah, and what a performance he had last series at Game 2. Was looking a little dire for them at some point in time. GH stepping forward just to make sure the pull doesn't successfully go off. Siege Wagon still kind of drug it away, but iLTW is there to collect and also put a little damage on a JT as well.
Top lane going very well. Speaking of the Death Prophet, Kuro messing with Super, but much more difficult to get active, because remember, the Abaddon's, he's always going to be holding a TP. So wherever he goes, even once he gets level 3 for that point in Hex.
This Power Rune is going to be really big, and it may be even bigger if they can kill JT, but JT actually getting the call off just before GH could hit him the first time. Takes a little bit of magic damage there. He may have to reset and head back to base with no regen on him. The Power Rune was a haste rune for Miracle, and he's actually going to come down to this bottom lane. Long-range tornado catches Kaka, setting up the kill just beautifully.
Yeah, he used a lot of mana though. All 3 spells popped off: Tornado, EMP, and the Cold Snap. Perhaps not ideal. He will lose a lot of mana, but it is a nice kill.
Finds a big stack there.
Yep.
So look for Nigma to try and find a way to interrupt that.
That's a cool move too, because IG, the moment Axe gets Vanguard, that unlocks their Ancients.
Yeah. For
Nigma, they need a few points in the Glaives on the Luna, plus probably a Mask of Madness as well. It takes a little more time for you to come online. And he's actually going to skip it, going straight Yasha. Tread's finished. Not sure which build I prefer. I really like Mask just because at some point you typically want Butterfly Satanic.
Yeah.
It's very efficient and it unlocks Ancients, as just stated. However, the Yasha is technically better for
an opportunity here. Bit of a chain stun onto the Death Prophet. Never mind. Super is actually in range.
14 stick, Fairy Fire, Abaddon. No way.
You are lying about this being an unkillable lane, it seems. JT is going to try and farm those hard camp stack. Doesn't wait for the Vanguard. I think in part because he knows they scattered it out. So he's like, guys, I got to clear this now as soon as possible. And good timing too, especially since an Elder Titan being around. He could probably use that camp a little bit. Well, just have an impact in lane. You could see Spirit coming in too.
And keep in mind, Death Prophet, another hero that got recent buffs. The Q was changed, costs significantly less mana. makes it somewhat viable, I think, as a safe laner. Oh, nice
Tornado
touch.
EMP into the Earth Spike from the Lion, but he had already morphed into strength, so even as he runs out of mana, and you can see even he's got to back up Mango just to make sure. This time around, see if he can get that power rune. He will not. It spawns up in the top lane where Super picks up the arcane rune. That's twice now that Emo has been denied a refill on his bottle.
They're going to get the ward, though. That's quite nice. First time I feel like I've seen a D ward against IG, and I think this is now the 5th game I've watched them play today. And
it's funny, they got a second ward that's right there up on the high ground, seeing that that hard camp stack too. So almost doubling down on vision as Fly in some big time trouble here. The spear doesn't even need to connect to a tree, cuts through his heart, brings him down. Super not there, the right place or the right time.
Really well done by Miracle now. 2 kills in both side lanes, but he is really just the guy to watch. Invoker, not very understood right now, at least by me in the meta. I've seen a lot of different concepts utilized, you know, sometimes switching into the Exort build and going for more damage dealing. Sometimes they go max Wex and play more of a playmaker. I've seen Midases, Orchids, Witchblades. Everyone's got their own style, but this is huge. They killed Emo.
They did. I saw Kuro was kind of setting up there, but it looks like they just ran again. Same combo that they tried before, I believe, with the Tornado into the Earth Spike. And this time around, it perfectly chain stuns the Nigma, finding an opportunity to hit this mid tower so early.
Yeah. Now keep in mind, JT's getting a huge objective off of this. That was a 5-stacked Ancient Camp. He's cleared it by himself. That's why his net worth has just jumped up. Now only 1,000 gold away from a Blink Dagger, but mid-tower, last hit by Miracle.
And it's going to be a little awkward for IG, who, after all, picked up a Death Prophet. They were supposed to be the ones with the advantage. We're going to watch Super die here. Was not respecting that Nigma is still within striking distance and really should not be backing up anyway. I love this move from them.
Yeah, oh, but well played by JT. Yeah, don't worry about mid-tower. It was so critical that they take this Ancient stack because he actually did go for that Mass Crush. iLTW just picked it up. He's like, all right, I'm hungry. Ancients? Nope, already gone. Unfortunate to lose the tower, though. That's how Nigma, though, they want to play this game because their pick-off potential way stronger than IG's, but it's the team fight of IG that's very threatening. They drop wards, pop Exorcism, and just straight up run at Team Nigma. One good silence, you just blow their team fight apart.
You could see Miracle was sitting there in the bottom lane. He was baiting GH underneath the ward, saying the Shadow Shaman might still be here. Let's see if he goes for some sort of ward situation. No, it's he's already TP'd to the other side of the map. And Miracle wastes a bit of time looking for a kill that is not present.
This is the move. You have Exorcism, you want to use it.
It's all about who they find, right? If IG finds the right pickup here, but they ran into Miracle. Miracle, away in his ghost walking form on the high ground, is easily able to break the smoke with no risk. And in fact, may even try and initiate here. A tornado into a stomp, perhaps, but they know Super is lurking just behind him. And Super, this time around, has his level 6. So the movement is spoiled. The gank is spoiled. Can IG still do something with this Exorcism? Doesn't look like they feel good about it.
And Super's level 6, holding the point in ultimate. Miracle sees him, but that's not the target you want to touch right now. And yeah, checking out the levels, a slight lead specifically for the Luna, but there is a 1,000 gold difference in terms of progression toward the Blink Dagger.
Yeah.
Axe closing in on his. JT should be able to pick that up in just a minute or two. I believe, yeah, only 400 gold.
I have not been the biggest fan of these Luna carries. I feel like in our region of the DPC, it has been largely unsuccessful. And one time I do feel good about it is when it is free farming so heavily like it is right now. I mean, I feel like IG, they really got to step on the gas. But then again, I was concerned about that last game, and Emo played it cool and calm with that Boots of Travel build and just continued to farm and play for a later time.
I like this. Well, I'll wait for hindsight to guide me because the Midas build on Miracle, it's huge hit or miss.
Certainly could be.
There's an invis on the DP. He's being patient.
Yeah,
They need
he's
more.
waiting for his opportunity to lead off. He can get a silence, and then if somebody else can follow up with an actual stun. Oh, he's going for a TP out, and that's perfect. Yule Scepter, opportunity time for them to be able to get follow-up to Sable's Miracle. Is he going to be able to get away thanks to the stomp? A nice tornado and a good stomp. It's going to allow him to slip into the trees here. IG, they've lost their opportunity to kill the big Miracle Invoker. Meanwhile, top lane, the Axe is going to be speared up. They're going to mass TP over here. iLTW is going to have to back away as Fly using the rest of this exorcism now trying to punish the Mars. He throws the silence out on iLTW. Looks like he missed there. 3-man stomp. Immediately they go for the blow up on JT. They get it too. A spear onto the Death Prophet. Super. He doesn't actually have an Aphotic Shield right away, so Fly is actually in trouble here. He goes and throws the Spirit Siphon onto the Centaur and onto GH to try and heal a little bit more. And it looks like it's going to be Super who's left behind. The 2 supports dying there and the offlaner of IG. Nigma finding kill opportunities on both sides of the map.
Oh my god, GH with the plays, bottom and top lane, and shout out to iLTW's own Ice in his ring. That beam timing to get the frame interrupt on the Axe taunt, that buys the time for the escape of mind control, and they'll get a tower off of it. That is enormous. The last hit as well from iLTW. But maybe the other guys on the squad have experience in these sorts of moments, but that guy, he's nearly 3,000 gold ahead of the game now. On the Luna.
I mean, his pure farming build is paying off, right? Mask Madness and no levels in the ultimate or anything like that. He's saying, guys, I'm just going to be a farming machine.
It's working out. Working out so far. And when we've seen Luna, to your point, it's when they get ahead and it's when they play greedy. If you're going beam build and like trying to make plays with your ultimate, it's a recipe for disaster. The hero spikes and scales so well because faster than almost any other hero in the game, you are just sweeping through the map. Ancient Stack, doesn't matter. Mask of Madness, Max Slaves, you can literally farm as much as you want as fast as you can with no need to regen, unless of course you were to die, which at the moment IG hunting in the wrong direction, once again smoking to this bottom area of the map, have their spells up in 20.
They really were hoping to find an easy pink off that can turn into maybe pressuring this mid tower, but well, they may still have this weird opportunity where Nigma is going to smoke to them here. They're going to smoke into their own jungle, and it's going to break right here. Super's going to be first target. Tornado EMP, so they can't really go for him directly as he's going to be forced to pop his ultimate. Kaka stuck in this cliff area, caught by iLTW. He's going to pop the Eclipse. Emo, he jumps into it. So much magic damage. He's being overwhelmed, but he does manage to at least get that off the Ghost Sifter. His magic damage fades and morphs into strength. He's getting a bit of time here. A stomp to finish off Super. Boom, there he goes. Slept up on JT as well. So they're going to stall out long enough for the next round of spells to come through and finish off this offlaner. Again, IG losing fight after fight. Nigma continues to control the game.
Oh my god, what a game. Nigma, I haven't seen them play this well. Like, of all the times to turn up, GH has had near flawless positioning. Emo, he does know his limits, will survive. iLTW on just a sliver, escaping up top, sticks around, the stomp barely catching JT. That gives them an extra exit kill. Otherwise, they would have claimed only the supports. 13-3.
Nigma's like, keep it going, keep it going.
Oh, the timings on these smokes. They know there's no exorcism. It's a huge window, and Fly farming just above them. If they can find a miracle once again. Oh,
slips by. Oh no, they didn't quite spot him.
He saw the slow. He saw the slow on the creep.
Oh, he sees the creep slow down, knows that Miracle's here. Emo's gonna back off as well. Now they may still be able to catch Kaka here. He's kind of in no man's land. Spotted, but he actually gets the disable first on a Kuro. Kuro turns around immediately, hexes up Emo, but they're in hot pursuits here. The Tornado trying to create a little bit of space, but a long-range Earth Spike coming out from Emo as he turns into the Lion and catches the captain of Team Nigma. Now, they're going to back out into their tier 1 tower unless Miracle actually gets caught here. JT does have his Blink Dagger. It looks like Miracle into trouble. The Spirit Arena combination is not going to be good enough to save him. Miracle goes down a dominating streak, going back to JT, who desperately needed it. He was beginning to fall behind as he died fight after fight.
iLTW is still the saving grace. 4-0-4 ahead of the game. But that entire gold lead, that rests on the shoulders of Luna. Much like an Alchemist, Luna needs to be ahead to feel anything close to ahead. Like, you need this gold lead to actually be a hero that has a shot at winning the game. Really nice initiation there from JT. You can see already the blink advantage. Nigma, yes, you have great pick-off and skirmish. Hey, maybe you can just take a Roche. Risky, but not a bad timing. Again, under the ward though. Once again, Super always scouting out. They know they're in the pit. It's being pinged out, and they have a blink on JT.
This is so dangerous. If he gets the right kind of blink dagger initiation, you can see they're being a bit skittish here. They're not sure whether or not they want to keep this going.
No arena. This is very risky.
They're going to get the initiation onto Kuro here. This opening pick, they may still be able to get to Roshan. Tower's going to fall. Kuro's going to fall. Are they taking this Roshan fast enough? Looks like they will. In fact, IG may even know and just be disregarding it and saying, look, I mean, look where the Death Prophet is, man. Yeah. He's right next to the tier 2. They're saying, let them have this Roshan. We're not going to play for this. We're going to just split the map.
Like, this is right on brand for Invictus Gaming. Like, they are excellent at letting things go, recognizing when it's necessary to take the slight loss without then committing and perhaps making a game-losing mistake. Yeah, they lose Roche, but they actually closed in on the gold lead. They took a tower, they were farming 3 lanes, and they got the kill on Kuro to delay his blink dagger. So really, you know, that comes out as pretty close to an even, if not IG favored trade.
IG, they now have the E-Blade up for Emo, so on one side, there is the Aegis, yes, but if Nigma get picked apart too much, trying to deal with this split push, like single target kills are going to be pretty easy for IG. So they're going to try and force big team fights, and that's what Nigma wants right now. And they may be able to find JT, but JT actually walks away from them just at the right time.
They weren't smoked, they just saw them walk up the hill. They're going to it out, and they're going to try and keep chasing. But
there's no trees to hide. There's no trees to hide. JP blinks farther down. Can they chase after him? I'm looking for Miracle to see. Oh, GH is on him. He's on him. He hit him with the Spirit. He knows he's here somewhere, and he's going to find him. He throws out the Earth Splitter to make sure JT is going to be caught somewhere here with no opportunity to be able to teleport away. A lot of space and time being created by that death, though.
Did you see that build, Cap?
Who are we talking about?
Yasha on JT. He's going
Wait, what? Oh, yeah, of course.
This is the style IG are going to go for. Yeah, they're down in kills, but keep in mind, 14-6, it's an even game.
Yeah.
They have late game. Luna is an early game carry. Miracle went for the Vessel before Midas, so he's also going to be falling off. I know it's the Miracle Invoker, guys, but when you go Spirit Vessel first, it's 20 minutes, no Midas. It's Quas Wex. You're not farming. That Forge Spirit has not really been effective because he didn't have it for most of this game. And right now, you're playing against Morph, DP, Axe. Like, these heroes are going to scale like crazy on the side of IG, and they're playing the game for 30, 40, 50 minutes. That's when they're going to go for the jugular.
How close are we to the Manta? Because that timing is so important for an Axe. If the early he gets the Manta, right, his farming potential just picks up dramatically, as does the split push, which is what allows them to dodge these big 5-on-5s that Nigma is hunting for.
Middle tower is under attack.
He was, I think, 1,000 gold plus the Yasha, so more than halfway.
All right, so yeah.
Kind of crazy. His net worth is deceptively low when you think about how many items he has. Just the Blink Vanguard was picked up like 13, 14 minutes in. Home used by Miracle. It's the main reason you get the Midas, just for that XP boost. More levels, more spells. And iLTW now Manta, BKB next item. Got to be a little careful though. Obviously BKB not effective against an Axe. It'll help against E-Blade, but the raw physical damage output of DPXO plus Morph.
Yeah.
Very significant. Watch for Emo with that E-Blade, just to pop one of the Nigma supports off the bat. That's his MO.
Nigma, their net worth lead beginning to dwindle a bit. They had such good momentum early on, felt like they were countering everything IG was doing, but then Invictus Gaming slowed down the game, and it's been to Nigma's detriment.
Dire's top tower.
It's crazy as well as that big spike down happened around the Roche pit. Like when they took Roche, they actually lost a chunk of that lead. It gives them this team fight edge, but they're doing a really good job on IG, just kind of always keeping lane shoved. Their couriers also constantly in motion.
Did you see that Blink Dagger pickup from the Morphling? He's decided that BKB was not his item. He wants even more mobility, even better chances to catch those backline heroes and blow them up. GH with a fishing attempt there to see if he can stop a TP. No such luck.
And if that were Kuro, maybe that's a kill. They're having difficulties right now.
IG, they did hit a bit of a spike with a Blink Dagger and Emo, I believe a BKB complete for the Death Prophet, but Nigma does have a BKB on the Luna, and they still have the Aegis as well. And their team fight is very scary.
Mind control waiting in the wings. They know that this mid tower is this possible objective, and suddenly IG, they disappear. They've been showing for the last 3 minutes pushing lanes. Now they're missing. Spidey senses start to tingle. No brute necessary.
Oh, yes. The veteran captain of Kuro, no doubt, calling for his team to play defensive right now.
I wonder what their next target is, Cap, as 3 wards are now placed, all surrounding Nigma mid tower. They smoke out. They want to use the
They're
Aegis.
smoke into this ward area, and it's going to break on the low ground here. They try and make their jump. Mind control does manage to get the spear onto JT, and they're surrounded inside the arena. They step off, and they get blown up by all this damage, and Fly doesn't get any damage after the exorcism. iLTW challenging anybody who comes across from IG, and Emo's on his way out, turns around, nice Earth Spike as he uses that haste rune to get out of here. Super not going to be as lucky, though, slowed down by a nuke, and should be able to finish him off. Good hit from Nigma, a great smoke and fast reactions from Mind Control specifically. As their smoke breaks, he finds a great arena.
Oh, the script. It's written, Cap. Nigma, they have to keep making these plays. So many incredible spell rotations. The emo haste rune necessary, I believe, to ensure survival. iLTW is level 19.
Didn't even pop his BKB in that last team fight either. He was so confident that they had won it.
What a hit from MC, though. I mean, we watched Nigma lose a game due to a really weird interaction with Vision. In this case, they just ran up blind. They're like, you know what, we have Aegis. They can't get iLTW right off the bat because he just respawned. They had enough time to feel a little comfortable.
And now they've taken back control of the game again. Right now, they've got that 3,000 net worth lead again. It's probably going to build up into more. They're going to take this tier 2 very likely.
And this is an Alacrity Luna. The Dragon Lance, I love it. Just a little casual, but it's for that right there. See the range? So much easier now to pound hits into the arena to get on top of the Death Prophet. Because iLTW, he's all of the damage. He's going to be Alacrity, and he's going to run in and right-click. Keep in mind as well, Elder Titan, now with the maxed out natural order, he's going to remove all armor when he gets in melee range of a hero like, say, a Morphling, who's going full stats. There's no plus armor on the hero. So you've got to be really careful as Emo. If you aggressively E-Blade and then try to go toe-to-toe with the Morph, yeah, 39 plus 2.
Yeah.
Melee range of EP, that's just plus 2.
Yep. No, he's definitely going to have to be very careful, and that's why he's got that Blink Dagger. They're going to go Magic Damage Burst onto Mind Control, but mass rotations are coming from Nigma. They're looking to catch somebody here, and they're going to find JT. JT doesn't get the Blink away fast enough. The Spear hits him first, and now Nigma, they've got a freebie. They've got the trade-off of offlaners.
You take that. IG had to work a lot harder for that, and yep, they ping it out. The ward will fall. I swear, it is insane. I'm not doing it on purpose, but every time IG make moves, it's around these goddamn wards, Cap. All game, all tournament long.
Scotty build up for the Luna. I feel like once iLTW has that, you're looking at high ground pushes that are going to be so scary. It's going to be devastating for IG.
Talk about as well a way to deal with the Morphling. The panel was furious that they left it, but Scotty, healing reduction. Spirit Vessel, healing reduction. ET, removing the aura. Emo can't play nearly as aggressive as he wants to, as we've seen throughout this tournament, because if he tries to man fight in the middle of an arena, like, he probably just dies, and very quickly at that.
Yeah, no, certainly. That's why he needs that BKB so badly. To deal with each one of those things in turn. An Aghanim Scepter now complete for the Invokers. So, if Mind Control can hit the right kind of arena and spear, if Kuro can follow it up with the right kind of Earth Spike, they've got this amazing burst damage that, like, heroes like this Fly Death Prophet, we saw in the last team fight, he did nothing.
Look at the map positioning right now. They didn't check, but Roach was up. Quick spawn. They want to kill first, but they're not going to find JT. Too disciplined.
Walking away, Kaka using his Shadow Shaman. The Death Wards are currently chipping away at that tier 2, and Nigma are having a hard time dealing with these single heroes. Like, you keep on seeing Miracles set up, not catching anybody.
The IG special. So they force the TP bottom. They see iLTW, and immediately they're going to smoke opposite direction. Luna can't get there.
GH, he's drawn on the map. He says they're going to cut across to try and catch us because we just showed bottom. These teams are rating each other great.
But you got to group up and go, because now IG, they've been given map control. They take the triangle, and Roche is up. This is a Death Prophet and a Morphling. They smoke back, exactly.
Yep.
Go right back into the area, you're regrouped. This could be at the 5-on-5 around the Roche, but second row, shard available, 27 minutes in. You've got a gold lead, but this is the fight you need to take.
IG not trying to sneak a Roshan here, otherwise they'd get caught inside the pit, go back to their own high ground here. Nigma, of course, full of confidence approach. They break immediately. Super, he's going to be the one to break, and he's okay with this. The arena's been used just for him, and he's going to pop his ultimate. Here comes the Cataclysm. Big shot coming out, fly down to half. Save goes with Emo. They're battling it out. iLTW drops his ultimate, but the BKBs are lining them to pursue through. Emo gets blasted. His BKB wears out the Earth Splitter. Snaps him in half, and there goes Super as well. And a buyback. Okay, IG get wiped in this team fight. Nigma, full head of steam, are just going to barrel down the mid lane. They say, screw Roshan, let's go for the throat.
You talk about playing a win cap. They just ran up the high ground blind, dropped the arena on the hard support, missed the spear, just praying somebody would land in front of it. Miracle somehow survives, leading the entire IG team on a wild goose chase. There are buybacks available, but this is a Luna. This is a Alacrity. He's got thrown.
They've got no buybacks, Kyle.
You got thrown?
Nigma might just go thrown here.
Oh, do it.
Start hitting it. No one buying
That's a lot of
back.
bounces.
There's no
doing it.
Yeah, they're gonna do it. They're gonna go for it right here. Nigma, Luna destroys tier 4 towers. IG, they're not gonna be here fast enough. Shadow Shaman's gonna buy back now. He's like, I'm gonna slow this down, but he can't get there in time. Luna's gonna stop his blink dagger. He's gonna stop to try and make sure the Shadow Shaman is gonna be here in time. He's not gonna be here in time. Nigma, they are getting out of the wild card, and